Hi everyone, we are on day two, and here we are going to talk about the most imperative aspects of speaking English. Now, we all know that English is a different language altogether, and it is not that difficult to speak if you know the exact tactics, how it is spoken, and what is the actual need of become a fluent English speaker. Now, there are certain things which you can always do so smartly, and you can speak English so fluently and flawlessly, and that is what we are going to talk about. Now, this is the one fact which remains ignored a lot of time by a lot of people out there, and they don't put a lot of attention, they don't give a lot of attention to this particular area, and they start working on their English communication skills without focusing on this one aspect, which is alone responsible for about 50 to 60% of English fluency skills. Yes, that's absolutely right. Which I'm about to share with you is something which you already know, but you might have been ignoring it for such a long time. Because without knowing this particular topic or without mastering this, it becomes next to impossible or even difficult for a lot of people to speak English fluently. They may mug up certain concepts, they may cram certain concepts, which is of course not my way of coaching people who come in my exclusive coaching program. I believe to work from the core, to strengthen their foundation so that they are so good at it that whatever, no matter whatever the situation is, whatever the event is, they are always fluent in English. So what is that one factor, or what is that one topic, if to be very precise, if I can say, which is mostly responsible for your fluency in English skills or English speaking skills or English? Now, that is the tenses. Yes, absolutely right. This is not a very uncommon term, but it is often taken for granted. And a lot of people don't put too much of efforts or hard work or dedication. Actually, they are pretty easy to understand. The way I'm going to take you through, it is going to be very easy for you to understand. But a lot of people know about this, that this is a part of speech, or there are tenses, there are 12 tenses, and they're very difficult, and there are a lot of rules to mug up, and they keep on forgetting the rules if they because this is verb 1, where to use verb form 3, where to use verb form 3, 2, 1, whatever, xyz. But here in this specific training, and that is the reason this training has been made and designed in such a beautiful way, that it is going to be so easy, in fact super easy, to understand all the tenses. So let's get started. Now, the very first thing over here is, what are tenses and why are they so important? Now, everything, whatever happens in our lives, it happens only and only in three time frames. Only and only in three time frames, to be very precise. That is present, past, and future. Why are they so important? They are so important because if you're talking to someone, or if you're talking to your colleague or your friend or a relative of yours, then definitely you are going to talk about a certain thing or an event or a situation or an experience. And then it is going to be, of course, in past, present, or future. But if you don't know properly where to use them, then definitely your English is going to be grammatically incorrect. Okay, so that is the reason tenses are very important. And tenses tells us about the time. Why? Because as I said, every situation, every incident, every event, whatever takes place in our lives, it happens at a particular time frame. Now, for example, let's take a simple example here for your better understanding. I go to school. So when you read this particular sentence, what's the first thing that comes to your mind after reading the above example? Or maybe if I say she plays cricket, what is the first thing that comes to your mind after reading the above example? First of all, it needs to be very clear, and even you can understand by looking at it that the first I is of course one person. So it is I go to school. But when it comes to she is again one person, but there is an S in the verb, that is an action word, that is play. So don't worry, don't panic. We will be covering everything in detail. Just stick with me and I will be helping you with this. This is just I'm scratching the surface and giving you a better idea about it. So don't worry about anything. So what messages are these sentences conveying? Okay, read both the sentences again and choose the correct option below, which is in the red boxes. I have given two options here. Are they telling us about present tense, or are they describing some action happened in the past tense? So you need to click one. You can click on it and you can simply select it. So that's how it's going to be. So you can simply click on one box which you feel that are they telling us about the present tense. Now present tense is something which happens right now, or maybe which is a daily habit which you will come to know in the next day training. As I said, this is something just I'm just scratching the surface and making you aware about certain things and giving you certain ideas that how tenses actually work. So according to me, these are present tense because I go to school is a daily habit. We don't go to school for a day and then we stop going. So it is a daily habit. So that means it is a present tense. She plays cricket. Again, it is a present tense. So according to me, I'm going to click on it. Okay. All right. So I really hope that this is pretty clear, and just a quick recap that tenses are very, very, very important if you want to be fluent in English speaking. So don't worry about the tenses. This is going to be very clear. Trust me, guys. I have a lot of study materials, ebooks, so many things for you. You can practice a lot and things will get clear as you progress through the training. So do not worry about it at all. And I'll see you in the next session, or maybe in day two training, of course. Bye bye.